Can you believe this is a couple of lovers? The man, with his hair turned silver, has reached the twilight of his life, while the woman is in her prime, like a precious jade. Unbelievably, these two individuals are actually father and daughter. The city where they reside, they are the only ones left to escape the endless emptiness and loneliness. They frequently engage in role-playing. Today, the father becomes a doctor, and the daughter becomes a nurse. Tomorrow, the father becomes a scholar, while the daughter becomes his adoring student. Or perhaps, the father becomes a diligent subordinate, and the woman transforms into a powerful and assertive mayor. In this way, the father and daughter immerse themselves daily in a world of pretense, playing various roles. How did this vast city end up with only the two of them? It all began with a fierce windstorm. Without any warning, the sky was suddenly filled with a sustained and relentless wind. Anyone touched by the wind lost their memories instantly, as if under a spell. At first, people considered it a mere gentle breeze, but as the wind blew on, cars on the streets began to crash into one another. Airplanes in the sky lost control and plummeted. Gradually, people started forgetting everything. Forgetting who they were, forgetting everything. They even forgot how to speak, as if the people in this world were reset to their factory defaults. Yet retaining their most primal instincts for survival and their fear of death, people began fighting and brawling over food. Civilization, thousands of years in the making, crumbled overnight. At this time, the protagonist, Wataru, experienced a severe intellectual decline, regressing to a state worse than that of a baby. All he could see in his eyes was food. He mercilessly snatched sausages from children, but there were moments he was startled by his own repulsive appearance. But one day, he encountered a godlike figure named Simpson. Simpson was frail and relied on a wheelchair for mobility, but he possessed the most powerful brain on Earth, having been a subject of research since childhood. He was raised on this research base. Simpson's brain had been enhanced and modified by scientists, so he remained unaffected by the storm. He began teaching Wataru the basic skills of being human, and used advanced bionic instruments in the facility to enhance Wataru's physical capabilities. Simpson was pleased with Wataru's rapid progress. But at the same time, Simpson's own life was coming to an end. It was time to bid farewell. Before passing away, Simpson told Wataru to seek the truth. And so, Wataru set off towards the vast ocean, in search of the secret behind the memory-stealing storm. On his journey, Wataru encountered pursuit by the monitors. It's a type of robot that suppresses humans. After losing control of humans, they became the masters of the city. This scene was witnessed by a mysterious woman, who was captivated by Wataru's courage. In a critical situation, the woman used long-range telepathy to guide Wataru in destroying the robots, and thus, the two of them crossed paths. The woman's name was Sophia, and miraculously, she doesn't suffer from amnesia. She appeared to have some knowledge. Along the way, there are cities that are in ruins, but in some cities, a rudimentary system had been established. When Wataru and Sophia arrived there, they unexpectedly saved a father and daughter. Sophia was able to communicate with them to some extent. They learned that the people here worshipped a deity, and regularly sacrificed a girl to appease him. This girl would become the next bride. Wataru wanted to take them away from this place, but they refused. The girl accepted her fate calmly. She did not want others to die in her place. After they left, Wataru discovered a photo left behind by the man. It was a picture of the father and daughter. It turned out that before the windstorm, the man was a police officer in this city. Since then, he had been protecting the city, protecting the girl. During the ritual of sacrificing the bride, Wataru finally met the so-called deity. It was a giant robot. Apparently, someone had inadvertently discovered the method to control the robots, and became the god of the city. The man piloting the robot mercilessly slaughtered humans, and the girl died in the crossfire. Seizing the opportunity, Wataru shot the man in the head. The incident came to an end. Wataru taught the man how to use a gun, and he once again wore his police badge, believing that he would continue to protect the city. After leaving the city, Wataru and Sophia encountered the pursuit of the monitors. Wataru threw a grenade at the monitors, but the resulting explosion propelled him into a gorge. Before losing consciousness, he seemed to see Sophia floating in the air. Upon waking up once again, Wataru found himself lying in a hospital bed. Sophia told him this was the Eternal City, the only city that survived the fierce winds. There were only an old man and a young girl here, and they could both talk. Perhaps out of boredom, they played role-playing games when they had nothing to do. Sometimes they would act as doctors, other times as patients. The girl revealed the secret of this city to them. The Eternal City was controlled by artificial intelligence. After that terrible wind, the AI expelled all the memoryless savages, leaving only the two of them behind. To maintain the current state of the city, they implanted memories into them. Due to a shortage of manpower, they needed people like Wataru. The girl asked them to stay, but Wataru refused, for he still sought the truth. Before leaving, he found the old man and the girl, intending to take them away. The girl initially planned to leave with them, but suddenly, strange memories flooded her mind. The old man was her father. The girl jumped off the car, returning to the Eternal City. After all, that was her home. As they were about to reach their destination, Sophia finally revealed the truth to Wataru. She was an extraterrestrial being from another planet. They were responsible for creating the storm, destroying human memories. For tens of thousands of years, they had been observing humans closely, using Earth as their experimental base. However, one day, they made a decision. They planned to destroy human civilization and observe how humans, devoid of memories and civilization, could grow based on their most primal instincts. Sophia was an observer in this experiment. After observing Wataru for so many days, she saw infinite potential and possibilities in him, and even involuntarily fell in love with him. Now, it was time for her to leave, but before leaving, she slowly took off her clothes, exchanging DNA with Wataru. The following scenes were intense, beyond my ability to describe. Finally, they arrived at their destination, and Wataru encountered the monitors once again. This time, he completely crushed the monitors, escaping their pursuit. As they parted ways, Wataru saw an extraterrestrial spaceship descend from the sky. Reflecting on the journey they had taken, Sophia, carrying her longing and DNA for the Earth boy, returned to her own planet. Wataru embarked on a new journey. The world was vast, and there were many unknowns waiting for him to explore. This movie, some say it contains profound philosophical ideas, while others say it is completely incomprehensible. In fact, both opinions have their merits. What exactly does this piece want to express? Perhaps everyone will have their own interpretation, but in Wataru's journey and experiences, apart from human greed and brutality, we also see those shining moments of humanity, like the girl who willingly sacrifices herself, the honest policeman, and the family bonds in the Eternal City. The aliens ruthlessly ravage the primitive civilization, and they even justify it with high-sounding reasons. Perhaps this is the most terrifying aspect.